So my dude's Valk here, and today I'm going to be showcasing Aloy, how I play her. Now it's not really an Aloy showcase because she's not maxed yet, so don't pay attention to the damage. I want her to be level 90, level 6 talents before I'm showcasing the actual damage itself, but I want to showcase mechanics and ways to play her that I've found to actually make her work pretty well inside teams, and other things. Now one thing to keep in mind, this team is just what I use. This video is to give you an idea of how I use her and how I think she should be played, and it's going to give you other options. Now, one thing I want to mention right away is I want to mention a trick with Kazuha. This trick specifically works only with Kazuha because anytime you go ahead and you plunge with Kazuha, you can see he leaves this little after tornado that sucks for a second, and we're going to use that to actually try to generate max coil stacks. Now, if you do it before the actual tornado, what it's going to do is it's going to cluster all the bombs, you're going to pop them all at once, and the ICD is going to screw you over on stacks. So this is one way to actually use as a main DPS option if you want to, but like I said, I still don't recommend it because it's not super consistent, but it's one way to do it. So we're going to use Big Shield Guy here to go ahead and be our little test dummy, and I'm going to showcase exactly how this works. You got to quickly go to her. You can see how it procs them. The Cyclone pulls them in one at a time, so you can actually get the buff going, and now I'm shooting Cryo. It works with anything as long as you use Kazuha's skill first. Now if you want to actually buff Cryo up, what you should do is use this, then you swap over to Aloy, you use her mines, and then you would go back to Kazuha and then ult. Or you could use someone like Diona to apply Cryo first, then use Kazuha's skill, then swap to Aloy and do big combos. Or if you're feeling really confident, you can Aloy ult first, swap to Kazuha, use the skill, then go back and use the bombs and do some normals if you're wanting to use Aloy as a main DPS option. I don't think she's going to do really that good in that situation, but I do believe that that is an option that's viable. Now keep in mind, one of the reasons I'm not showcasing the damage or anything like that is because her talents are not ready to go, especially level 2 normals. I don't want to showcase a unit at level 2 normals. I think that's kind of disingenuous to the unit, but I'm going to go ahead and showcase how I use her in teams, and I'll let you see her damage whenever I actually have her fully built. Right now she's level 80, and I've been playing her for hours. If you guys know or have been watching the streams, then you know how long I've been playing Aloy. I've been playing for hours and hours and hours, figuring out ways to play her, and I finally got around to a style that I really like. So to showcase this style, this is mostly a floor clear type style. It's not really meant for bosses, but we can use it for bosses. I'm going to go through this domain real quick, and then we'll go take on, the best test dummy ever, Child, and I'll showcase how it works against him there too. But basically the whole idea is that you have one unit who's going to act as a main DPS or an option that's going to be during your skill downtime, which in this case is Raiden Shogun, because with her ult she can last for 7 seconds, so buy me 7 seconds at a time to let all the other skills go off cooldown. But you want to use Aloy's bombs as one of the very first skills in a rotation. You want to suck them up with Kazuha so you can deal big damage, because her skills actually deal really good damage. They have good multipliers, but you want to be able to do it like that. So here we're going to throw this. We're going to spread the bombs. We're going to do this, and we're going to go ahead and Zhongli ult. We're just going to quickly swap through everything. Even though we forgot the Raiden Shogun ult, it doesn't matter, because Raiden Shogun's an absolute beast. So now we're going to go back and we're going to generate everyone's ults again by just murdering stuff. And this is basically the rotation we're going to do. And as you can see, everyone's ult's already back up, ready to go. Now this is mostly for Abyss clear, it's mostly for Abyss floors where you're going to have multiple enemies, where you can do lots of AoE and you can do lots of damage. It's not just Aloy doing damage, but she's one of the reasons that the damage works. She's able to set up reactions, so you're constantly proccing superconductor reaction inside with the Raiden Shogun. It's just a team that I'm working with right now because I like all these units and I'm making what I have work. But I think it's a very good team with potential. And I'm going to go ahead now and showcase this against Child. Now, like I said already, keep in mind this is not an Aloy showcase. If it was an Aloy showcase, I definitely wouldn't be doing it like this. It's more so just a team showcase to kind of showcase everything. And I did it again where I forgot the Raiden E. I'm still getting used to the Raiden Shogun. I've been mostly practicing with Aloy, but you get the idea. And now we go ahead, reapply Zhongli's shield, and we're going to generate ults back to everybody with Raiden Shogun. As long as, she doesn't kill him too quick, which thankfully she didn't. We didn't buff her up too much. But yeah, basically that's how this team goes. I think it's a really fun team. I love the quick swap options, but it allows me to just do some crazy amounts of stuff. It allows me to just murder stuff really, really quick, and it allows me to play the game at like a different pace. But this is the one downside of this team whenever you're playing like essentially against the boss, is that you do run into energy issues because you're swapping so quickly. You definitely want to be constantly killing things, essentially. You're really reliant on other particles, but there's other ways to generate energy, right? So now we have this, we have this, we have that, we have this, and then if we wanted to, I'm sure Raiden Shogun's ult is active. Yeah, that would be basically the rotation. I'll just do this to finish it off so you can see that's essentially how it would be, right? I think that it's a fun team to do. I think this is a pretty fun team. Nobody's really the main carry in this, but my rotations are pretty bad because I'm not used to playing teams this fast. Thinking like that quick on my feet that I need to do this rotation to this and this. My rotations are pretty rough. I feel like this team has a lot more potential, but this is a pretty fun team that I've had. Now, you can always swap out Raiden Shogun with Bennett. If you swap out Raiden Shogun with Bennett, you could swirl with Kazuha, or you could swirl with, if you have C6 Bennett, you could do Cryo to her. I think she has a lot of potential that people are sleeping on. I don't think she's nearly as bad, but I think a lot of people are trying to force her into a main DPS slot, which, like I said before, I just do not believe she fits. But inside a quick swap team where you're just using her to do nuke damage, very, very pog. I'm going to explain her E skill real quick because I don't think I explained it very well, why I think it deals so much damage. So essentially this skill, whenever you throw it, it deals 249% freeze bomb damage. Then that explodes into 56% of the little chill water. 56% of attack into chill water bomblets. But the thing about those chill water bomblets, you want to multiply that by 6. Because with Kazuha's suck up, you can do that, you can hit all of them. So you get 6, you go and you multiply that by 6, so you get 3, what is it? Like 354 or something like that. Like my brain's not working so good right now because I'm in the middle of talking, but I think it's like 342 or no, it's 336. Excuse me, 336. You plug that into freeze bomb damage, and you go ahead and you get like what, like 580 something, 585 I believe it is, 585% multiplier on a skill on a free-to-play unit. And if we compare that to my level 13 Shao, he's at 537. Now keep in mind, Shao can do this 3 times in 1 second, but Aloy is free. Aloy is free. She can do this once every 20 seconds. It's a very high multiplier. It's higher than her ult multiplier, actually. And it allows her to deal big PP damage where you can constantly swap her out. But the main thing is playing her in a team swap where you have one unit that can go ahead and take up a good portion of time because she has such long cooldowns. Anyways, that's basically the video. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully this gave you guys some ideas on how you should play Aloy. This is not a guide whatsoever. I'm not giving you a guide, I'm giving you guys ideas on how to play Aloy, at least how I've been using her, how I've been testing her, and how I've been enjoying her. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below. Thank you all for watching as always. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.